Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and completed your notes till the last lecture. So friends, welcome to the 8th lecture of your 5th semester. And in last lecture we have studied about different types of photoelectric transducers. In this lecture we are going to learn about different types of microphones transducers. So there is a big question, what is microphone transducers? The transducer or a device which converts sound energy into varying electric signals or electric current before the amplification. And after amplification we can directly just produce the different types of energy. Then we can say that that type of transducers are microphone transducers. So here we can transmit our electric signal from microphone to other devices, like by using telephone lines or radios. So at receiving end, that electric currents are converted into sound waves by loudspeakers or headphones. Hence, microphone plays an extremely important role in broadcasting and recording. Even while I am recording this video, at that time even I am using microphone to record my voice, right? And this type of transducers are very important and plays vital role for broadcasting and recording. So there are 5 types of here it is a mistake. There are 5 types of microphone transducers, and those are carbon microphone transducer, ribbon microphone transducer, moving coil microphone transducer, crystal microphone transducer, and ceramic microphone transducers. So let's check the first transducer, carbon microphone transducers. So in carbon microphone transducer, here you can see the figure over here. This one is battery connected to the transformer. This one is a cone, or you can say this is the diaphragm. Here these are the carbon granules. What are the carbon granules? Granules means grains. Grain particle, anaj ka particle. Okay. So whenever we are using carbon particles, or you can say carbon is very good conductor material of electricity, but whenever we use these carbon in the form of powder or granules instead of solid state, then it will produce some resistance, and this resistance is based on the spacing between these granules. Suppose this is the first granules, this is the second granule, and space between them is large, then resistance will be large. If space is not that much, then resistance will be low. So we can say if we increase the pressure over them, then carbon granule will be pegged closely and resistance will be decreased. And so by using the pressure, you can increase or decrease the resistance of the granule, right? So on the other hand, resistance would increase if carbon granules were to move apart due to decrease in pressure, as I told you. So here a battery passes a small current. This battery passes a small current through this carbon granule. Now when we impact a sound wave from here, now what happened? Now whenever we just impact a sound wave over here, because of that this cone gets some pressure, and because of this cone gets pressure, these carbon granules also get some pressure. Because of that pressure, so here you can say if pressure increases, resistance decreases, and if pressure decreases, then resistance increases. So here I told you that the pressure increases, and because of that carbon resistance changes its resistance and it is in decreasing mode. Okay, so because of resistance increases decreases, based on the voice pressure, we can say current through this circuit also changes, right? And this changing current is fed to the transformer and output goes to the amplifier to the loudspeaker, right? So here you can say that if the microphone is connected to this battery and this coil continuously, then we can get the variation in speech, and because of the variation in speech, you can say current changes, because of that voltage changes, and because of that you can say the transducer continuously changes its volume, right? So it may be noted that here used diaphragm has to be suitably damped by cotton and woolen in order to avoid resonance effect. So sometimes while recording or whenever you use mobile phones, at that time whenever you call somebody and somebody says that your voice is not clear because it has some noisy environment, right? Even you are sitting at the silent place. Why? Because whatever suitable damped woolen or cotton material is used, that is not perfect one, and because of that whatever resonance effect is created, that is not damped out, and because of that other person cannot hear your voice clearly, right? So next topic is carbon microphone. Next topic, there are some drawbacks of it. They are noisy, they generate the objectionable background noise. Yes, I told you, I have given one example of this, right? They are not suitable for high quality reproduction. Sometimes because of resonance condition, you cannot create the high quality reproduction or high quality voice, right? They suffer from another defect known as packing. It means clinging together of granules due to presence of moisture. This reduces the resistance of microphone and renders its sensitivity. How you can say that? What is the clinging effect? Suppose these two are the carbon granule, and because of the humidity in the or moisture present in the environment, you can say these two are clinged together or they are just packed, and because of they are too close, the resistance will be decreased. So you can say resistance will be affected due to the moisture effect. Next topic is ribbon microphone transducer. So here you can see that there is a one ribbon used in this type of microphone, right? So let's see the construction first. So this is also known as velocity microphone, and it is consisting one thin ribbon which is approximately 6 mm wide and 50 to 100 mm long, suspended between this permanent magnet. Now let's see what happens. So here you can say that the both ends of this ribbon is connected to the transformer, but they are free to move back and forth. Back and forth means this and this, like this. They can move this, right? Now, here we can use the Faraday's law. How? See, this ribbon is moving in this magnet like back and forth like this based on the variation of voice speech. Whenever you just increase your volume, at that time you can say pressure of your voice increases, or whenever you just decrease your volume, at that time you can say the pressure is decreased. Now what happened? This shaped ribbon is moving back and forth between these magnetic poles, and because of that it continuously cutting the flux, right? Now because of the cutting the flux, it produces EMF, and this EMF is based on the whatever intensity of your sound has, right? Now these, you can say that whenever you speak, your voice intensity is converted into electrical signals by means of the motion of your ribbon. So you can say that acoustic energy is now converted into electrical energy. Now you can see that the microphone resistance is about 1 ohm, and here we have used step down transformer, and this step down transformer will just step down the voltage. Now here you can say that this transformer have mainly two purposes. First, the most important purpose is impedance matching purpose. Now first let's understand what is impedance matching purpose, right? So in impedance matching, suppose we have connected some resistance over here and so we have connected some resistance over here. In between there is a transformer, or you can say some resistance on the primary and some resistance on the secondary. Now, so this secondary resistance while calculating is always referred to the primary, and because of that turn ratio, this type of secondary resistance will be decreased when you refer to the primary, and because of this mismatch there will be a large current drop, right? So you can say this transformer is used to match the impedance on the primary side and the secondary side. And second one is the step up the voltage of the mic. So there are certain merits, or you can say advantages of this type of microphone. First one is excellent high frequency response. Second one is flat response over audio ranges. Third one is smooth response than moving coil mics. These moving coils mics we are going to understand in next topics only. Gentle tremble, roll off, and no popping problem, right? So next point is moving coil microphone transducers. So in ribbon type microphone and moving coil type of microphones are from the same category, and those are the dynamic microphone, right? Now here we can see that from this figure that there is a hollow cone. This one is cone section, right? And it is clamped out over the outer rim of the case. Now this diaphragm, this one is the diaphragm. Whenever sound energy is impacted over here or incidented over here, because of that diaphragm will get some pressure and it starts moving in and out, and because of that you can say there will be a vibration on the diaphragm like this, right? Now diaphragm is moving back and forth. Because of that, cylindrical former of insulating material on which wound coil is C, this is the wound coil C, they have many tons of fine wires. The former along the coil fits in the gap of annular magnetic figure. So here we can say this coil is connected between these type of permanent magnets. Here in figure there must be n type of magnet, right? So when sound falls on the diaphragm is vibrating, and because of that it is cutting the strong magnetic field produced by this magnet, and because of this oscillatory motion, oscillatory EMF will be produced, and because of this EMF you can say the sound waves are converted in electrical signals during the by using microphone transducer, and it will be given to the loudspeakers. So there are certain merits of moving coil microphones, and those are they are dependable, rugged, and have most reliable design for both indoor and outdoor work. Most of the type of microphones are moving coil microphones, right? Second one, have the smoothest and most extended frequency response as compared to the carbon crystal and ceramic mics. Provide much higher output signal voltage for the given sound pressure input than the ribbon mics. Are quite suitable for high quality reproduction. The last topic of your chapter is crystal microphone transducer. So here you can see the figure of crystal microphone transducer. Now from the name you can say that in this type of microphone we are using crystal. So in piezoelectric crystal, I told you there are three types of crystals, and those are quartz, Rochelle salt, right? So here we have to use this type of crystal over here. This is the diaphragm, and between this diaphragm and crystal there is one rod, right? So and here this crystal is sandwiched between this plate, and this plate is connected with the rod. Now whenever sound energy impacts over here, this diaphragm moves like this, right? And moves like this, and because of that it will give pressure on this plate, and this pressure will be impacted to the piezoelectric crystal. Now this crystal will be compressed, and because of that the electricity or electrical signal will be generated, right? So as we know that voice speech is not exactly same frequency. It falls, it downs, therefore there will be a change in the diaphragm pressure, and because of that pressure continuously changing, we can say diaphragm is continuously changing its position. It means it's continuously vibrating. So we can say that whenever this crystal gets pressure, electricity will be generated. Here we don't need any amplification. Whatever we need in another type of transducer or another type of microphone transducers, because voltage will be generated here will be much higher, right? in some type of microphones there is a slab instead of diaphragm, but whenever diaphragm is not there and only slab is there, then we need more slabs to require more slab required to produce more or higher electrical signals, right? But whenever diaphragm is not there and only slab is there, that type of microphones are not used for the recording purpose, they are only used for the communication purpose, right? And we should understand that, or you can say it is the demerit of crystal microphone, and that is that whenever there is a change in temperature or humidity, the crystal will be damaged, right? And this is the main disadvantage of this type of microphone. So you can say that I told you here produced voltage is much higher, so you don't need any amplifier circuit to amplify it. Whatever voltage is produced, it is directly amplified, right? So here our chapter is over, and in next lecture we are going to start another chapter. So friends, if you have any doubt, then you can comment below. I will solve your queries, right? You solve your question or 1 marks question, and if you don't get any answer, then comment that question, I will reply and you will get the answer. So friends, in next lecture we are going to start chapter number 1, multi-stage amplifiers. Thank you so much.